It's that time again. You ready? Time for another companion quest. This one is Fire in the Sands. It's with TAASH. We just got her. It's going to be on the Rivain coast. Yeah. Let's get to it. I think I'm excuse me, already where I pretty much need to be. Let me just get out of here and run to it. Let's see. I didn't last time. I will this time.
Want to take a look behind the waterfall?
See,
Sometimes
thought so.
treasure.
Yay! Thank you. We have found a few good ones that way. Hmm. Ho ho ho. Oh. Wow. Good to have, but already read it. Well, thanks for that advice. I do actually wonder if it would have even let me do anything in the other story segment if I went up there or tried to go back there. Or if it even showed on the map. Sometimes it doesn't, you know? Hey. Okay, well, you can do this. You can do this.
Perfect, Tosh. You got it. They're hitting us from afar. That's room for you.
They can fight for a second. This chest should be claimed. Ah. Okay, it is. Sorry. Da-da.
These are the crows that were supposed to be picking up supplies.
This was an ambush.
That's so sad. Jerks! I've already opened all this. Hold up.
When did you start breathing fire?
When I was a toddler, started doing it like burping.
Diaper changes must have been exciting.
My mother would do it outside. She'd splash me with water first.
And you were okay with that? You didn't fuss?
Nah, I liked the water. Cool, sharp. Learned to swim before I learned to walk.
Excellent form, Brooke.
We were talking about something.
And you were okay with that? You didn't fuss?
Nah, I liked the water. Cool, sharp. Learned to swim before I learned to walk.
Yeah, you didn't avoid them for long. I forgot I found your body. So sad. What pretty. Yeah. Cool. You know, it only took a fresh set of eyes to look at that spot. I
This
feel
is a weird
so
question.
silly
But
now.
do you think I could sit on your shoulders in battle one day?
Why?
I could shoot at people and you could axe them. We'd be walking artillery. Unstoppable.
Oh. Oh. Yes.
That's actually pretty badass. She's tiny and she's huge. They should do it. Alright. Time to... Already got it. That's fair. Time to save. And... then we will actually start the Fire in the Sands quest.
Hey. Some for you. Some for you. Hey. Don't be a dick. That was for the little one. Stupid birds.
Here, let me.
You gotta spread it out. Throw it out in a clump and they fight over it.
I know how to do it.
So do it. Sometimes I practice with the fire out here. It's safer. No people around. Lots of water.
Is it magic or...
It's not magic. My mother says the Kunari used to be closer to dragons. Something in our blood.
The Antam called you a Dari.
Yeah. Old Kunari word for fire breather. A few like me are born every generation. My mother thinks Adari were meant for something special. She's always looking through the old texts for clues. Come on. Don't want to scare the birds. My mother left the Qun not far from here. She got herself transferred to Kantar from Parvalan. Smuggled me there and then walked out.
I thought Kantar was well fortified. How did she escape with a child?
The Qun isn't a prison. People can leave if they want.
One second.
You little guys hungry?
Do you miss living under the Cune?
Not much to miss. I was a baby. My mother misses it. She was an Ashkari back then. A scholar.
Why'd she leave?
Me. There's enough for all of you. Shathan was worried about what the Qunari would do with a fire breather like me.
What would they do?
She said they'd have me put in the Antam, use me as a berserker. The idea scared her enough that she left her library and walked away from the Qune. There you go. Come on. Over here's where I practice.
Why not on the beach?
Don't want to scare the birds. We just fed them. What the crap is that?
The Antam must be marking their territory.
Not on my beach. Vashvatari! Come on. These banners need to burn.
I'm here. I'm so sorry. I can like fully commit now. I just got a phone call that I had to take, and I was like, what do I do?
Got it.
Yeah. They have like the amount of lore in this.
Nice.
I don't know if you get
What does it
bored,
feel
you
like
should
when you
watch
breathe
some of
fire
the
like
other
that?
ones.
It's more like spitting.
Ew.
Something inside my throat opens up and lets stuff mix together. Then there's this rush
That's
of heat
awkward.
as I roar it out.
I'm surprised it doesn't hurt your mouth to do that.
It can.
It's so
One time my
creepy
tongue
that
got
you
in the
just
way.
said all that.
Got a mouthful of fire.
Can I go up from here?
Ouch.
Nope.
Didn't hurt much. My mother has to make food extra spicy so I can taste it.
I guess that's the trade-off for being a fire breather.
It's fine. I smell stuff better than most people.
There's so much lore. The graphics are above and beyond. There's even a city in here that makes you can pet cats and dogs in some of the cities. You can't right here, unfortunately. But there's even a city that has like the feel, the sound, like the accents, everything from like OG Assassin's Creed, and it feels like it just pulls you right into there, which I'm obsessed with. Aw, kitten. That's Treviso. I think I said that correctly. But yeah, so this is a personal quest right now. Oh my god, it's so nice. All of these are. I mean, let me pull up the map real quick. So like this is just showing this location, but if I go out, all of these are individual maps and places I haven't even opened yet. This is your main area, like your home, and all your companions are there, and it's massive. These are all different cities. There's a quest over there to do. The customization is ridiculous. I don't know if you can see from there. My character has vitiligo. Like, I can choose that. I can choose heterochromia. So she has two different colors of eyes. And, I mean, let's see. Holy Trinity. So there are 3 classes. There's Mage, Warrior, and... Oh, I didn't even see how much I had discovered. Yeah. Oh, that's Thetis. Wow. Um, let's see, there's warrior, there's mage, and then there's rogue. And within that, there are 4 classes. I've said this on a couple other playthroughs, so if people are listening, they're going to be like, oh, I'm sick of her going on about this, but I don't care. I'm going to nerd out for you. So, Dragon Age has, I think there's 5 total installments. Maybe it's only 4 total installments with a couple DLCs on top of it. BioWare has had a major hand in these games. The last one was called Dragon Age Inquisition, and it actually came out about 10 years, right about 10 years before the release of this. The release of this was on October 31st, I think, this year. And then I think it was like 10 years prior, that November, where they had released Inquisition. Anyways, there are 4 races that are playable. You have human, elf, dwarf, and Kunari. Now, Kunari is who I'm running around with, the really tall horned thing that, well, apparently now breathes fire, but that's a whole new addition to the lore that we're about to learn about. Now, every race can play every class, except dwarves cannot wield magic. So they cannot, therefore, be a mage, which I always want to be a dwarf, and I always want to be a mage. My default ends up being an elf and a mage. It's a go-to. It's what I do. But in this storyline, so you've got all these other characters from the previous story, 10 years prior, and they do say 10 years prior. It's cool because you talk to Harding, and she's like, hey, it's been 10 years, and you're like, holy shit. But in this storyline, you have, by happenstance, something happens. This dwarf that you have, Harding, who was the favorite NPC of Inquisition, who is now a playable character. She is your companion. She's epic. On this note, while I'm talking about Harding, how about I show you Harding? She goes and grabs this dagger that we need to find. I now wield the dagger. It's from Solus. That dagger, as she touches it, it like shocks her. There in Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, when Éowyn goes to fight, the Wraith, her whole arm pain, because stab, I am no man or whatever. And she kills him, but she gets, there's like backlash. So this happens to Harding. As she goes to pick this up, she gets like her arm, this incredible pain, and then we become overcome by the Blight, by the Darkspawn, the bad guys in this. As she puts out her hand just instinctively, like we're all gonna die, just to protect herself, she casts a protection shield, and then it turns into like a blast, like a radiated blast. And everybody, I still get chills. The characters look at each other like, what the fuck? Dwarves can't cast magic. However, caveat, dwarves are the only race that can infuse, imbue, and enchant stone. When they make weapons, they can channel magic through crafting. So they've never put it together. They're like, we can do this, which no one else can do with lyrium and mithril and all this, but we can't wield magic. And then everyone else can wield magic, but no one can imbue, infuse, or enchant with magic. So it's kind of cool to see it come full circle, and then finally have characters that have, like, it's breaking apart the lore that I've been waiting for with bated breath, because the one before this, maybe it was 2 stories ago, Dagma, I think her name was. She's a dwarf that's obsessed with mages, but she obviously knows she can't cast, but she learns so much, and she does so well and helps to save so many people by way of the things she studies and how she helps me, the main character. She's the first dwarf ever admitted into the Mages Guild, the circle, the tower, basically. So they started building into this lore. Now, fast forward to what you just saw or heard, that Kunari that I'm with, TAASH, I'm doing the character quest, TAASH can breathe fire. Kunari can't breathe fire. So now she is breaking the molds of lore, and that's what this story is about. We're learning about her and
too bad it's locked up.
Why she's so
Not
valuable.
for long. Watch. Okay.
There she goes.
Wow, it burned right through it.
Oh, it is so
Melts
awesome,
some
especially
metals, not
having
all.
played
How'd you figure out
every
which kinds of
installment
metals you could
of
melt?
this franchise.
My mother said I went through a lot of spoons as a baby.
Gosh, just look at that
This way.
sky.
More birds to feed?
Something like that. Karash, it's Tosh. I brought food.
Avatash! It's good you came early. The feather clouds are getting lower. It's going to rain. Who is this with you?
This is Rook. She's a friend.
A friend. All right. Make sure you both dress for rain. Drip rain, not mist rain.
What's the difference between drip rain and mist rain?
Drip rain
Look how
soaks
short
through
I
the
am.
clothes. Mist rain just wets the skin. Sorry, I don't know all the words in your language.
No, I get it.
Karash was a worker caste navigator. Got dragged along with the Antam when they invaded.
They told us it was ordered by the Kyun. I was not taught war. I was taught the weather. Red clouds for thunder, gray clouds for rain, green clouds for the devouring storm, and black clouds for the Antam cannons.
That's sad.
After what they did in Ventus,
Kitty!
I ran away.
I'm sorry the Antam did that to you.
I do not have my old life or work, but I remember who I am. The Antam have lost even that.
You saw their banners? They're in the area.
I will not be seen.
Okay. Let me know if they bother you.
I am at peace, Avatash.
She'll just kill them.
I have the clouds to watch and fish to eat.
More than just fish. Here you go. Shathan said to eat the fruit before it spoils.
I like the cookies better.
Everyone likes the cookies better.
I'll eat the fruit. Thank you, Avatash.
Panahedan. I'll see you soon.
I haven't heard that in forever. Panahedan.
So,
I've missed,
the
I think it
dragon
was
hunter has a
Sven,
softer side.
The Kyun says you take care
and
of
then
people.
Iron Bull.
So you're a little Kunari, a
The
little
two other
Rivain,
Kunari we've played
and
with.
a little dragon?
Yeah?
I get that.
Come on. I should tell my mother how Karash is doing.
And like little things like that, just the interaction builds up your connection with your companions,
So
which
how do
helps
you
them
get
fight
it?
better in battle.
I lived in a town before
Yada,
I
yada,
went
yada.
to Arlitham Forest and joined the Veil Jumpers. Then I had to leave that to help stop Solus.
These are
So
awesome.
you take what
pick
works
these up
from each
along
part,
the way,
right?
and they kind of.
Here,
Here, I'll change my mic. They kind of increase your.
I had to take Kunari
gotta-
language classes growing up. I had to learn how to tie these
You
stupid
can basically
knots.
upgrade your armor,
wasn't
your
so
weapons,
bad when
stuff
the
like that, but
Kunari
you
and
have a
Rivain were at
caretaker that
peace.
helps you.
Now the Antam
And picking
have
these up
broken from the
along
Kyun
the
and
different
started
worlds
attacking. People look at me like they're
Kind
scared
of
I'll
boosts the
switch
levels
sides.
you could do. It
That's
gives
their
extra
loss.
credit towards
People
it.
who
So
have only ever been one thing will never know how big the world is.
the blue ones
Yeah.
specifically.
Maybe.
But you really, I mean, that's why. Oh, wrong button. I do that often. Too many other games. That's like I have like this pink here, and then that little thingy shows that I've added 20% necrotic resistance or 20% barrier damage on top of everything else. There's so much that you can actually do with this, which is pretty impressive. This is that weapon I told you about that the dwarf touched, and it made her channel magic, which is so crazy. I'll leave that alone. I could get distracted. I think I have skills, but we don't need them. We'll do it later. Oh my word, look how pretty! It's ridiculous! The colors, the shading. Yeah, I'm a completionist, hence why I'm looking at every corner and I can't just do a smooth run through. It's just never gonna happen. Like, I stop and stare at this shit. But there are so many little things you can pick up along the way that it does boost every aspect of the game. Like, truly every aspect of the game. Which is kind of nice. And when you know more about stuff, you know what you want to actually try to find and what you don't need anymore. Like the pure ore. That was part of my little collector caretaker guy who helps me upgrade my weapons. And armor. And all of my companions as well. Oh, hello, kitty. Alright. Oh, we're here again. Verbs. And you can't fall off these ledges, which is great, because I do. But fuck the water. And the first several playthroughs, I couldn't get out of the water.
Mother.
So I'd have to teleport.
What are you doing here?
I don't want to talk about
You
it.
used to call me Tama.
I also used to wet the bed. Want me to start that up again?
I'd rather you didn't.
Not that it's my business. She's not in my...
She always did like the flustered ones.
In truth,
Hey, I'm
Evitash's
trying to
tastes
romance
are quite
other people.
varied.
What,
Although
first
it
of
is
all.
uncommon for her to be attracted to men.
Mother.
Perhaps because in some ways, she acts more like a man herself.
Why are you here?
I came to
Also,
ask
almost
Karash about the
anyone can
tablet your
romance
group recovered.
almost anyone
I wondered
in
if
these
some of the
games now.
symbols might be used among the Antom.
Be gentle. Don't make him talk about the war.
I see the wisdom of your suggestion. I also see that you used your fire again. Chakra Toebra.
Chakra Toebra.
Remember to keep your consonants crisp. Kunari do not slouch, and neither does our language. Kanahadan, Evitash. You did well bringing Karash his food.
Sorry. She's like that.
Yeah, I actually like that they allow that. I feel like maybe in life people don't feel like there can be a certain way. But the ability to have games where you can fully escape into any mannerism. And you know what I also like? And I know this is going to have people take it the wrong way, and I don't want them to. You don't feel bad for not going that route. You know what I mean? Except Dorian. You can he's like one game ago. You could flirt with him like crazy, and it was like you were romancing him, and you almost had a better kind of connection with him, but he'd always get to the point and he'd be like, "Ugh, too bad you're a female," you know? So, like the best gay friend, you know? He was really, really fun. Oh, he was mischievous as hell. I think he was a fire mage. Can't believe I remember that. Anyways, Varric was someone I always wish you could, but the fact that he's even in this, I love it. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, you can, which is great. I'm dealing with two other really ornery men right now, so I don't really want to throw in a third.
She's very
But-
involved in your life.
But yeah,
Yeah.
my character's face, I
It
just
was
can't
nice
get
to meet
over her.
Karash.
She's just stunning.
Yeah.
She's got the elven
It was.
tattoos, vitiligo, heterochromia, and then within that you can go crazy with the styling of the face, the decoration. Yeah, no respite, wicked. So yeah, like that was kind of a different quest. That's not what they normally have for all of them, but the companion ones are pretty low key. You learn a lot about them, that background, and kind of move forward. This is cool too. So just from doing this, you get a new item. Oh, I'm totally gonna equip that. And okay, you see how there's a little lock on the second like dot down? So you can say I'm quoting, air quote, you can't see, find this again. You can actually find an upgrade for it. So I can find it, but on the left it'll show what I have. On the right it'll show what it'll upgrade to, and it's usually the next step would be purple, because I think it like gray, yellow, green, or maybe it just goes gray to green to blue to purple, and then like pink. But super cool that they do that. And you can change individual looks. Like I can change my armor look, and then I can change my kind of, yeah, but they just keep letting you upgrade, upgrade, I guess I would call it that, which I love, or enhance. But I can have like in cutscenes when I'm not fighting, or I'm around the lighthouse or wherever, I have a certain look, like my casual wear, and then I can change my armor. Even though I'm wearing a certain set, I can go change the exterior, so it looks, like say there was a low tier that I picked up, but it has the best look, fashion wars. You know how I am. You can do the weapons, you can hide the helm, huge fan. The outfit is just one piece, which, and you can't really color it, so yeah, it's okay. Everything else is great. But, yeah, fashion wars for life. So, let's see here. If you want to stick around, if you're not bored, I will pull up another quest. Let me see. Actually, I'll take you to the lighthouse so you can kind of see that area, because I think I'm going to need to touch base there anyways. Unless I need to... Let me grab this quest just because it's here. They're not going to let me through, are they? You know what? You suck. How do I... Hold up. Okay, disregard. We're gonna go to the lighthouse. I don't want to mess with this. Do I have this? I have that. I'm gonna save. Now. Lighthouse. Okay, you get to see like the homestead. Okay, this is an alluvian. You discover alluvians a few games ago. They're elven, they're mystical, and they're mirrors, but they're not. They're set to take you... It's a one... It's like a... It's two ways, but it only ever goes from one spot to another. It's a stationary portal, where you have Balara. She's this little elf that's in our group. She's also a veil jumper like my character. And she is, which is a... There's like Grey Wardens, Dragon Hunters, which is a Kunari we just added. Oh, all kinds. Anyways, but she's a tinkerer, and so she's really big into working these crafts back into their normal state, getting them running again. It's kind of like an engineer, so you'd really like her. She tinkers all the time, and she used Solus's technology to figure out how, because this is Solus's area, and Solus is like the main guy who caused all these issues, but also our friend. It's super complicated. He's also an elven god, lowercase g. There's 3 of them, and he had 2 trapped. He would use these to travel where he needed to through the Fade, so that he could try to stop those bad gods, or I should say worse than him, gods. So we were kind of stuck here, and then Balara figured out how to make these work like that. So I can use alluvians to go almost anywhere I need, which is awesome. Short story long for that. It's a mirror and you can transport. Yay! Now, this is like a main meeting area. Sometimes you'll see characters here. Pull up the map. You can see where everyone is. So, if I go up on this ledge, I'll see Balara and TAASH. They're talking. Oh, Varric is still in his chambers. My chambers. This is TAASH's. It just got unlocked. Now, this one's not unlocked yet. This is going to be for the 8th character that we have yet to unlock, which is kind of cool that they do that. So let's go bug these guys, and then we'll head out here to where everyone else is. Nev still... I don't think... Is she? Yeah, Nev's still not here. I pissed her off. Nev is... Nev is another companion, but I had to make a tough choice because 2 dragons were sent to attack 2 different cities. They're damned if you do, damned if you don't. So I chose to protect my current I was just starting to romance the dude. And plus he's going through a lot. So I'm like, I'll help this guy. Nev's wicked fucking powerful. And he gets himself into trouble, so I'm gonna help Treviso. And I didn't go to Minrathous, and she got really pissed off and had to stay there and do damage control. Which I understand.
I wish I could breathe
But
fire. I don't
she'll
know,
come
it
back.
just feels like the kind of thing that
Someday.
could be useful, you know?
Sometimes it helps to burn
This is
through
Balara.
stuff.
I wonder if we could make it go further or hotter. How long can you hold your breath?
Not long. Healers say it's because breathing fire hurts my lungs.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah, but that's... This one right here is TAASH. But on the right, that's Balara. She's the tinkerer. Always getting into stuff. See what Varric has to say right quick. Oh no, that's... Yeah, that's TAASH's place. Here's Varric.
Hey, Rook.
He's been in like
Nice to have our own
3
kitchen,
games
don't
so
you
far.
think?
Can't really interact with him yet. Oh, and this crazy fucking badass Morrigan who's been in a few. She's in it. She just appeared out of nowhere. And I start panicking because I'm like, great, what the fuck is she going to blow up now? Or what magical power is she gonna steal, or what dragon is she gonna capture and take from us? Like, she means well, kind of like Solus, but God, these companions are great, but some of them really fuck up your playstyle. Or the world. Oh, I know she's not in here. So this is where Balara tinkers. She has a lot of fun with all these little things in here. Things don't normally blow up, but every so often, be smoke. This is what I was talking about. So here's the caretaker. Here's the workshop. Oh, I don't quite have enough to rank up more, but you can upgrade things, enchant things. I think I already did as much as I could. There we go. Yeah. But yeah. I don't think I know she's not in here, but I'm still gonna check. Sometimes she leaves notes. I don't see one hanging on the wall. Okay. Oh. Hello. What you doing?
Stretching the legs?
I'm not trapped underwater anymore. Everything is stretching my legs.
He's one of my love interests. Well, it was him, and then this guy showed up with a griffin, and I kind of can't turn him down, because look at the griffin! He's a puppy! And he has ears like River, but opposite, because River's right ear folds. His name is Asan, and it means arrow in Elven. Hence why I'm romancing two different characters. I'll go up those stairs in a sec. I just want to make sure there's no one hiding in here, no notes for me. No? No. Is that a whole block of cheese? I want some. Oh. I'm a little broken by ESO. I still try to stop at almost every bookshelf thinking that my companion Xander wants to read. And it's not even... Hello.
What happened in
gonna...
Rathis will stay with me a long time.
Ugh, he's angry. It's sad what happened, but I had to make a choice. And technically, I found you after, so... I just want his pet. He hates him. So it's even funnier that my character likes both of them. He actually has a demon. Normally it's crazy. Normally you get possessed. They overpower you. Didn't happen with him. He has power over his demon, which is weird. They made like a compromise because they were both being used. I can't say no. Oh my god. But yeah, it's crazy. Okay, I've gone everywhere. There's nothing new. Let's look at... Oh, I was going to show you the customization. I'll do that real quick. I'll show you where the wardrobe is. You'll like this part. This part's pretty quick. It is a whole triangle mess. They're just pretty. I can't help it. So you can change like your decorations, like your little... trophies and stuff that you get, wall decorations, you just interact and then go to each spot and switch it out. Or, ta-da! So let's see, did I get new armor? There's one new one, but I can't figure out which one it is. Huh. So like, I can change... It's like it's like a piece at a time, which is not bad. Instead of actual like dye channels, you know, and everything's just there's just a lot of fabric, which I guess that's all right. Ew. Oh my goodness. Some of these outfits. I don't mind that one. That one's kind of fun to fight in. Yeah. Nothing new here. New helm. Oh, let's see what the new dagger is. Ta-da! Ooh, it's a stab. Oh, wow. Is that a tooth? It's a bone. Huh. It's a lot of fashion. But it's not bad, honestly. I like this one. We're gonna go with this. But then, so each character has their own track as well. So pros and cons. Sometimes it gets overwhelming. Sometimes it's just a lot of fun. Ooh, that's a cool one. What are you? Ooh, ooh, I like that better. Crowkeeper's pretty. TAASH is new. Okay, so this is brand new character, and you get to pick the outfit. Oh, you can see her butt and the boobs. All right, so that's that standard battle gear. I think that came with the edition I purchased. Ooh, and that's what we saw her fighting in. So this must be her more relaxed. Even though she's still like done up to the hilt with metal. Eh. Always go for the new look. Alright, what do we have? 2 axes. Nice. I think that's her standard cultural. Yeah, the default. That one's cool, but yeah, we'll just stick with what she has. So yeah, that's kind of an example of some of the customization. Little stuff. Let me see, I'm gonna save this. And then I'm gonna figure out our next quest line to do. And then, don't hate, but I'm gonna stop this stream and then I'll hop into another one. I'll rename it and everything. But oh, I'm so happy you've been following. And I understand if you can't follow any, or stick around for the next one. If you can, awesome sauce. If you're actually following, you should get a notification when I hop back in. So let me see here real quick. What the next quest I'll do. That one I can't do yet. Let's just go to the main story. We're gonna do it. Awesome. I appreciate that. It's fun. I'm glad you've been here because this is pretty cool. I'm happy I get to nerd out with someone who knows my level of nerding outness. It's fun. Alright, well, I'm at the stopping point for this. I'm going to finish this up. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to hop back in about like maybe a minute or two, and we'll do this next quest line where the dead must go. It's part of the main story, so we'll be definitely doing some advancing with this storyline with this next bit. But thank you for tuning in, and I hope you had fun, learned something, or at least appreciated the shinies. If nothing else, I got to pet a cat and you met a griffin. So, take care.